What's up, everybody? We're live, it looks like. Okay, let's see. Oh, wait, maybe I have to mess with mic levels, perhaps. Let's see what kind of filters we have on here. Hey, gain seems to be, let's say, 8 dB. Yeah, that's probably good, right? I have watched Chainsaw Man, but I haven't seen the movie yet. I'm super stoked on checking it out, though. Downloading a cold beer before playing Cold Fear. You know, I was going to make a joke about that, but then I was like, fuck, YouTube won't push that out then. Oh, and by the way, hold on. Let's start up our camera software so we can control it, because Carmela has made a surprise visit. Let's see. Can we get her? Just let me go. Why can't you? Please allow me to control you. Listen, I swear this never happens. Oh, okay, so it'll let me do it via here, but not here? This is strange. Hold on. We have to... There's a mode that'll make it look straight down. Hold on. This needs to be done, because she's being very cute right now. In the meantime, what's everybody else up to? What have you guys been doing? Nobody wants to have a baby on Black Friday. Be more positive. No one wants to have a baby on Black Friday yet. You gotta think in the positive. Why can't I? Okay, well, it'll let me do that, but it won't let me control it at all. The fuck is wrong with you? Okay, hold on. We have to do it painstakingly like this. And then down. Oh, Josine's awake. We missed our opportunity. Carmela was laying on the desk really cute, and then you woke up and ruined it. Only downside of this game is there's no map besides that it was brilliant. Yeah, but it's fairly linear-ish. That I don't think it's mega necessary. I'm trying to figure out why the fuck I can't control my camera via the software. I'm gonna start messing with settings here on stream, because that's what everybody wants. What if I turn global shortcut keys off? Will that do anything? Oh, okay. Interesting. Weird how it won't let me do it. Anyways, all right, let's go to... Here we go. Just a smooth transition, as smooth as you could want. All right, and we probably need to move this to the right just a bit. And now, oh, that's right, because it has to be open. What a son of a bitch. Let's turn it. It's a little too hot now. I've made it too hot in my room. You fucker, this is so fucking annoying. Okay. That should be good enough, I would say. We're in. This is perfectly fine. No issues whatsoever. Never play Cold Fear. I'm afraid it would make me seasick. You know, I never thought about that, but maybe, yeah. That's a possibility, because they did spend a lot of time on the water physics of it. Oh, we don't need... I forgot. We're not using Steam here. This is the GOG version. Behold. Good old games. That might be a little too loud. Hey, David, what's going on, dude? What's that top? Top what? On the top of my camera? Oh, you mean like my shirt? Little Cannibal Corpse shirt? Brother, you got to get into VA work. See, here's the thing. I talked to a couple of voice actors. I remember I interviewed... fuck, I forget his name. The guy who voiced Carlos in RE3 Remake, and Chris in RE8. I've completely forgotten his name. Super nice guy. But I asked him, like, okay, so how much voice acting, how much of it is having like a pleasing voice? and how much of it is acting. And he goes, honestly, there's so many people who come into this thinking having a good voice is all it is, but I can't act worth a shit, dude. If you've listened to my videos and heard me try to tell jokes, it's like impossible. I can't do it. Did Cold Fear get removed from Steam? I believe it was delisted. If you bought it before, you'll still have it, but GOG has it up now. And honestly, I think it was on sale when I bought it, and I want to say it was like $12, which at that point you might as well just buy it. You'll have it forever. You know what I mean? It's definitely worth it. Click for gameplay sub. Bro, do you plan on making an updated review for Cold Fear? Maybe. I might be thinking about that. I was planning a video on game preservation, and I think this would probably be a really good candidate for that video, right? I can see how this would make you seasick. Oh, wait till we actually get on the boat. It's honestly fairly rough. There's a remaster of Cold Fear. Interesting. I would love to fuck around with a Steam Deck one of these days. At the moment, I don't game enough outside of the room I'm sitting in right now, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4 displays in this room. There's just no justification for me getting a portable console of any kind. But the idea of being able to play PC games like on a plane when I fly to America or something, oh my god, that's fucking tempting. You know, the interesting thing about this game is that it sort of was it was locked into this reputation as being like an RE4 clone, but it released within, I think, 2 months, I want to say, maybe 2 months of Resident Evil 4. So it had zero time to adopt what would, no one could have predicted to be like a popular gameplay style. So I don't believe that's the case at all. Subtitles for ants. I wonder if we can control the subtitle size. This is such a good song, by the way. I'm seriously considering getting an OLED for the new Steam machine, but I don't have a job. Dude, OLEDs are fucking dope, honestly. Those black levels they're pretty worth it. I finally caught a live stream? Hell yeah, dude, welcome. I feel like most people who catch my live streams would be disappointed in my actual personality versus how I come across in my videos. I like this camera system. I know it's a little jank, but I like going between cameras on rails to over the shoulder. Yeah, for sure. And, it controls with WASD pretty well, to be fair. That's kind of cool. That's a nice little in-universe. How do I get out of this without having to click resume? Because that's frustrating. Yeah, it's a nice little hybrid system, to be honest with you. Especially because if you can't see something in this view, it would be fairly easy for you to, be like, oh, okay, can't go up these stairs. You know what I mean? But I wonder, I know that there's a different control style in the console version. I guess we can't get to it here. Interesting. There's a God, I could have swore there was like a different control style. Okay, space is our run. Good to know. Yeah, they really... I remember the press around this game at the time was very fucking heavily focused on... Oh, tab. Okay, maybe that's how I get out of that stuff. Heavily focused on how long and how much effort they put into... Oh, shift is the alternate aim. Okay, nice. That's fun. Okay, so you have shift, which is sort of a more survival horror kind of aim with a locked camera, versus right stick or right click, which will give you a more over-the-shoulder style. Very cool. So what if I just keep it on shift all the time? Probably... Oh, you can run. Okay, so you can essentially put yourself in a bit of an alternate controls. Oh, shit, yeah. I'm in tank controls now. That's fun. No, wait. No, I'm not. I'm stupid. Don't fucking listen to me. I'm a dumb idiot. Yeah, because back moved me. Alright, never mind. Don't listen. I'm stupid. Don't fucking listen to me. They bragged about the ship physics. I mean, yeah. It's just weird that a portion of the game... Like... With how much they talked about these ship physics, you would imagine that the majority of the game actually plays out on the ship, which is not the case. Very funny. My camera's fucked up, and honestly, I don't know if I want to fix it. Oh, that's because there are like these... Alright, I see. Okay. Don't worry, guys. I got things figured out here. Oh, shit. Enemies. I just got off a boat after 4 days of fishing lobster. Nice, dude. And here you are on a boat. Exactly. Love this game. Extermination for the PS2 is also a good time. Oh, man. Okay, Extermination on the PS2 can be a very frustrating time. For sure. But there is something about that game that I do genuinely love, and I can't justify that love. There's no rational basis for it. But damn, there's something very fucking cool about that video game. Most of the shadows are faked. Interesting. Let's take a look at some shadows. Oh, maybe... Okay, so... Like maybe a mirrored surface, or how'd they fake this? I mean, the fact that my flashlight doesn't get rid of them is a good sign that they're not dynamically casted shadows. I would imagine what they did was they mirrored the textures underneath this floor and gave them opposite coordinates for movement, which gave it the perception. I mean, that's how they handle fake reflections, so I would imagine you just make the textures underneath black, maybe. Could be wrong about that. Could be wrong about everything. Who knows? This game is fun. You're absolutely right. I like this intro section. Kind of gives you just the littlest bit of freedom to mess around with stuff. And that's awesome. It's like you get this chance to kind of play around with controls, and it's always good when a video game gives you a nice starting area that you can fuck around in. Well, it's sort of quasi consequence free. We've all got to find that code in our own way. The glutes and the... Oh, shit. I didn't even notice. My man's fucking cheeked up. Good for him. That's the thing. Once you lift heavy weights for a while, it stops being gay to check out dudes' asses and it starts being, oh wow, I really appreciate that guy's musculature. Is what I tell myself. These physics objects can actually hurt you if you run into them. Foolish mortal. Fuck. I was like, dude, I could definitely make it. I'm not stupid at all. What we got going on here? I like that when you like mouse over the Cyrillic, it'll translate it for you. That is a really fucking good feature. So it's like, okay, so yes, the game technically doesn't have a map, but the fact that rooms are labeled really does help. Always clinch. You gotta keep them clinched. That's the secret, dude. I'd like to learn Russian one day. You know, honestly, it'd be nice to be able to switch the shoulder I'm aiming over. Okay, E is my... Alright, well that's... Wait till he... Boom! Headshot! Fuck out of here. There we go, baby. David, are you showing off the ability to read Russian? Fuck out of here. How dare you? I like the look of the fake shadows and volumetric shadows from back then. I think they looked cooler when they were trying to exaggerate the... I agree. I actually, I'm almost done with the Tormented Souls 2 video, and I have a section in it where I talk about how I prefer... Oh, fuck. I prefer the sort of... God, that's a cool screen effect. I prefer shadows that have these hard delineated edges as opposed to the more blurred... what's the word? It's hard to describe, but I like these hard delineated edges to shadows. You saw in the like 2010s-ish, maybe early 2000s, 2005 and up, like Doom 3 era, you saw this style of lighting. It was very popular to have shadows have very defined edges. And nowadays, ray tracing makes shadow dispersal on the boundaries like, okay, really cool. And I can appreciate that. That's dope. But I do sort of prefer this right here, the look of games like Fear and Doom 3, where the shadows are just like fucking... Oh, sick. This is a cool camera angle right here, dude. That's fucking dope. I wish there was a way to turn off my heads-up display. You can get some good shots for a video like that. Soft shadows. Yeah, like, but shadows now, it's not just that they're soft shadows. They have, like, dispersal at their boundaries, which is... Oh, wow, look at the triangles. Hell yeah, dude, that's video games right there. Interesting. I wonder if there's, like, a graphics setting I can fuck with in this port of the game. Because lighting does seem to be broken on certain surfaces. Razor sharp shadows are making a comeback thanks to VSMs. Well, hell yes, dude. Oh, why didn't I fucking shoot this barrel, Jared, you fucking idiot? This game looks so fucking good. Oh, fuck. You guys saw that. He came right at me. That was a self-defense situation, if there ever was one. Oh, fuck. I got turned around like a motherfucker. Please. Modern shadow maps and ray tracing have soft shadows, which is more realistic, but not as exaggerated. Yeah, it becomes more of like artistic interpretation with the older style hard edge shadows. RTX is doing in real time what baked shadows would do over several hours/days. The quality can never compare. You know, here's the thing, and why RTX is important to a degree is that they're able to... Wait, why can't I reload, motherfucker? Has to be a reload button. Okay, that's why. Okay, hold on now. There's... I'm pressing every key on my keyboard. Just to make sure. Is there truly no way to reload? Interesting. What if... How about this? Do we get out-of-the-box controller support? Okay, alright. Maybe I can rebind that a little bit. I'm not sure why this works better, but... Oh, but X reloads and this... So, alright. What the fuck? Okay, so A is my run and B is interact. This is odd controller mapping. Oh, I can't fuck with any settings at all. Okay, let's wait until I save next, then we can fuck with it. RTXD's nuts? Well said. Well spoken. What's weird, though, is that I don't get that alternate aiming mode with controller. Oh, okay, if you click a stick in. Interesting. That's kind of fun. Hi, does the game have better controller support? Interesting you asked that, right when I started fucking with a controller. It seems to. I mean, I was able to hot swap the controller while the game was on, which is something you couldn't do in the original PC port. So that's a plus. Damn, this game looks so fucking good. No, yeah, I tried hitting R on the keyboard, doesn't do shit.
It's locked.
And the door's locked. What the fuck? Can I access that diary, perhaps? Oh, okay, there's a crouch button. That's nice. Okay, I guess documents. Why would you not read that to me? Oh, that's right, okay. Exocells, I forgot about that. I played it with a series controller and it played well. That's what we're using right now, and so far so good. Although the mappings are a little weird. And why can't I... Okay, so it's A on here. So A is confirm on the menus. Y is escape. But here, A is to examine, or A is to run, and B is... That's fucking my brain up, dude. I don't like that. Did we already go in here?
What kind of whaling ship is this? I'm gonna need an electronic key to open this sucker up.
I got a whale for you. This game has some cool concepts they never put... they never got to implement. The enemy variety is fairly low, but decent enough for a short length. Yeah, I agree. Good flashlight? Agreed. It is... Oh, hold on now. Why am I not able to control? Right analog stick's doing nothing. Big fat nothing. Okay, right bump. Oh, wait. Now it's doing stuff. I'm gonna be honest with you. Sensitivity's a little too low for me. We're gonna go back to keyboard. There we go. I keep wanting to hit shift. Fluid physics, boys. Hell yeah. Oh, shit. I had upper deck for you. Yeah, for real, though. I cannot reload with R. Trying to hold it down, nothing. None of the keys available to me. Interesting. That's a sort of wild way to do shit. Resistance to what?
Too much water pressure. I can't open the door.
I'm not underwater, game. Oh, is that just my stamina? All right.
Gotta find a handle to stick back on this door.
Of course you do. I may have used a community layout. Sometimes they're loaded by default. Oh, I should check on. Well, you know, since we're not using Steam, we could still rely on Steam input, I guess. Portside cold rooms, crew quarters. We already went up there, though. We should have a running tally of the amount of times that I hit fucking shift instead of spacebar. Okay, so yeah, maybe not having a map is a little more of a detriment than I might have originally considered.
Great, it's locked.
That water really lets down the rest of the visuals. Well, to be fair, we are playing it at such a higher resolution than it was actually meant to be seen. Sort of understandable that the water would be kind of low res. We definitely need to fuck around with it. We need to find a spot to save and mess with controls for sure. Puchaz Okrut. This fucked me up last time too. Okrutnik. I keep trying to like put an accent on things. It's like, it's not necessary, Jared. You don't gotta do that. What's up? How you doing, man? Okay, we already went through here. That's okay. We'll figure this out.
It's unlocked.
See, it's unlocked. That's all it took. Steam input is integrated into the Steam Deck. Yeah, I mean, if you have Steam running on PC, you can use Steam input on anything, which is nice.
Не подходи!
I fucking heard you. I knew he was coming. Yeah, see? R doesn't do shit. Give me that ammo. I do like the idea of scavenging for ammo in any game. And I like the idea that people, you know, won't have stuff on them as well. Okay, we came from there. How about that other door? It's like GameCube RE4 water versus PS2 RE4 water. I think if we were looking at the game at its original 480p resolution, we would probably see the water as being a little more detailed thanks to aliasing and stuff. But right now it just looks so smooth. What are you looking at, dog? All right. I gotta see what your deal is. My man, there is nothing up there. You gotta stop. He's got schizophrenia. I prefer the GameCube version of RE4. Yeah, everybody does. Cold Chamber's good band name. Dude, you know, I saw, because Cold Chamber kind of made a comeback and they started touring again, and it's like, that's good, and I'm stoked on that. But seeing Dez live on stage just being a fat fuck, not able to move at all, and it's just like, man, that's depressing, dude. I don't want to see that. Sure wish I could reload. Oh, keep shooting. See what happens. Idiot. I have the most precise firearm on planet Earth right now. I'm nailing headshots from forever away. Just the cruel march of time. It is to a degree, but he's also hasn't kept himself very healthy. And the reason why he can't move around very much is thanks to a lifetime of not being very physically active and sort of letting himself go. And that's my biggest problem. You know, I was lucky to get into fitness not early in my life, probably in my 20s, somewhere in that neighborhood. And I found it fun. So that's good. Like, I kind of got in a little early compared to other people. But it's such a big part of my life now that I'll probably continue doing it for the rest of my life. And that means I don't have to worry about the fucking degrading process of time wearing me down unnecessarily. Gotta make money, can't start an OF. That is the fucking duality of man. Oh shit. I didn't have my fucking... Alright. No, stop. I was trying to reach for a drink, you dick. Asshole. Staying tactical. I think this is where we came from. Yeah. It happened to me, but... Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, people with fast metabolism get hit like a truck when it slows down in the later years. Yeah, for sure. It happened to me, but I managed to keep it under a certain threshold through fasting. Nice. Keeping a bit of the fat off your frame is really important, man, especially as you start to get older.
Got into fitness in my late 20s, 41 now, and in the best shape of my life. Thanks for the stream. Always was curious about this game.
Rational Ginger, thank you very much, man, and fucking kudos. I'm 40, just turned 40 this year, and I'm in the same boat. I just came off of a like 5 or 6 month cut, which was a very not aggressive cut, so I didn't lose as much weight, but I went from essentially 240 to I'm probably at 218 if I'm being honest right now. So I did okay for myself. But now I'm getting back into lifting, and I have a plan. I'm going to strictly train shoulders, triceps, biceps, and back. I want my upper body to look fucking awesome, because I'm lucky enough to have just big ass thighs in general. Hell yeah, dude. More fitness in the chat. Very much enjoying it. I really... You know, there's a few things in the world that I just respect outside of everything else. Just like a higher level of respect. People who are able to lose large amounts of fat. People who get very physically fit. And people who learn... several languages. Those 3 things are big for me. Pro Soul shaking my head. Shut up, David. What do you like fucking... Aren't you my age? If not just a little bit under? Don't lie. I know you. Water's gonna kill me. I'm allergic to it. Damn, 242. I'm only 160. Yeah, but it's a lot of muscle. And like, I'm not bragging or anything, but I am medically huge. I'm a pretty big guy. So 240 for me is certainly more fat than I'm comfortable with, but it's like, you know, I think for the average person, 240 at I'm like 5'11", so 240 at my height would be, you know, obesity somewhere in that neighborhood. But I lift every single day, so I'm wildly muscular, luckily.
Jared over here talking about fitness while I'm literally listening in the gym.
Hell yeah, dude. King Slaybeard, thank you very much. Enjoy the name. Thank you guys for super chatting. That's very nice of you. I'm going to go to the gym today. I did shoulders the day before yesterday. I'm doing, and here's another weird thing I do. I break my arm days into one muscle group. So when I say I'm training arms, I'm usually talking about biceps. Train biceps by themselves. So I take bicep day because, you know, it doesn't take you could do 5 bicep workouts and then get a complete and total saturation of torn muscle tissue, right? So I use that extra time I have because it's a short day, and I just do a little more cardio. So bicep day becomes the day where I probably lose the most fat. And, you know, your biceps recover so fast. You could do bicep day like twice a week at minimum. You know what I mean? Currently at 220. Hell yeah, dude. Right around my area. I've tried the fasting thing before, and it definitely does work. I've found the most sustainable, quote-unquote, diet for me is I only eat once every 11 hours. And it's really easy for me. For example, I just woke up. I had I cut up a full apple, put it in some oats with a bit of protein powder and some milk. And that's like a killer fucking breakfast. Now that I'm lifting, I have to eat more than once every 12 hours, but I will probably eat a dinner later on today, and that'll be all that I eat.
What the hell is that?
Heaviest I got was 225. I'm just under 6 foot, literally 5'11.5. You're almost there to be. That's what I always say. I'm almost a full human being. I just hated how I looked and felt down to 196 most days. Dude, I want to be under 200 so fucking bad. I haven't been under 200 since I was in high school, dog. I'm so fucking... That's like... Can we get some sort of a W in the chat for that fucking just off the cuff headshot? Yeah, that's my big dream though. Under 200. I think if I was able to get to 190, I would be nearing like competition shape, like in a physique competition or something. I feel like I would be close, or at the very least, I would be super satisfied with my body at that point. Because I built a lot of underlying muscle. If I could get rid of, and you know, the big thing for me is I am fine with where I put fat for the most part outside of my love handles. That's the only thing, dude. I hate my love handles. Oh, Glitch Axis, how you doing? What's up, man? I'm 150, but only in the crotch. I've heard that about you, David. There's stories far and wide about your girth. I did already go in here, right? I did, yeah. That's where I came from. How's stuff going? Not bad, man. I was just talking to everybody. I have one of those oats for my oatmeal stuck in my throat. Yeah, I'm getting back into lifting. What else am I doing? I don't know. I live a boring life. I didn't mean to go in there. But maybe I've done something that has triggered something else. These days at 44 years old, it's a lot of calisthenics and martial arts. Hey, fair enough, yeah. Whatever it is, man. Like, you know, for some people, it's just walking. Which, you know, you can't really get down on that. If you keep a sensible diet, a daily walk, you know, you spend like 40 minutes walking around your neighborhood, something like that, dude, you could lose. And that's killer. There's nothing wrong with that. Little martial arts. For me, if I wasn't lifting, I'd be skating more. And then that would be my cardio. So whatever it is to get you up and going, dude, that's the fucking... Can I just fall off of here? Okay, good. All right. Nice. All good, man. Been playing some Wu Chang. Never heard of that until now. Trying to get some editing going in the spare time, studying for certifications. Ooh, what are you getting certs for? I've been editing a lot too. So I have this new... I'm glad that Glitch Access is in here because the editing on this fool's channel is just next level. But I've developed a mindset for a new editing process for me. And the idea is what used to be easy, make it hard. What used to be hard, make it easy. So I'm trying to develop a lot of like macros for the stuff that I do often in editing. And I'm trying to, in situations where I would just be verbally mentioning a feature of a game or, you know, something like that, I try to make sure that I have something on screen. And back in the day, that would mean just... Oh, shit. You guys saw his mouth moving, right? Yeah, you see? That used to mean just showing gameplay footage. And now I'm trying to incorporate on-screen visual cues, references, images. For example, if I talk about like the 444 color space, I'll have an image on screen, a sort of a pictograph explaining color compression and stuff. So I'm trying to fucking really revamp the way that I edit in a way that I know no one will notice, but I think subconsciously will make the videos much easier, or not easier to watch, but more like engaging, entertaining, if that's the word. I'm a shit dumpling. The worst kind of dumpling. Silent Hill FID was a big jump in quality. Thank you. That's when I started trying to attempt that approach to editing. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I think the way Silent Hill F looked helped a lot too. That game has a graphics style where the aliasing is so limited that it makes capturing footage of the game look really good on YouTube. So the game looks like I captured it like lossless on account of it being such a smooth game with such really well handled anti-aliasing. Oh, finally a save point. It's pretty fucked that you get a save point that far into the intro though. This looks precarious. Yes, dude. We might have probably should use that on the groups of people that are coming towards us. We only have 3 hits. Gotta make him count. I'm a sniper. Yeah, what did I say? What did I fucking say? Get down. On the right track, killing it too. Thank you, dog. Much appreciated. Oh, shit. Oh, dude. I was about to be so fucking mad. The luck. Oh, we gotta fight it. Dude, this rules. How's Cold Fear on GOG? I've got it on Steam. The Steam version has no widescreen without mod support, and there's a bug in the game file that needs to be deleted every time booting up the game. Interesting, I didn't know that. So here's the thing, Cellshade87. It's been pulled from Steam, but if you had already purchased it, you keep that purchase. So, oh fuck, that's how it's on GOG. Shit. Dude, he can still get me though. Fuck off. They got a cool setting with the whaling boat and the generic ass zombie enemies. Yeah, like there's definitely something. Oh fuck. Oh, dick ass. I will punch. Suck it, nerd.
Nerd, when you dropping the bodybuilding for gamers vid?
If then statement. Thank you very much for the super chat, dog. You know, so I really do mean this. I've been working on in my head, sort of esoterically, an idea for a here's how I lift in Tokyo kind of video, because back in the day when I would watch content from people who lived here in Japan, I would always wonder how, you know, do these, like, what are the gyms like, price wise, size wise, equipment wise, rules wise, you know, I was really interested in that. And I feel like I could kill two birds with one stone by making a video about lifting here in Tokyo and sort of achieving some specific fitness goal, but also tie into it the kind of interest of being in a foreign country and stuff. Like, I would love to make that video. Really and truly, that's a fucking... What I would like to do, to be honest with you, is get fucking jacked, though, so that when I do make that video, I have a physique to actually show off. But I have a room tour / how I edit videos type of video planned out in my head, and a gym video as well. The only problem is I really don't want to... Motherfucker, I think I have a magnetic card. Filming in my gym would be kind of rough because, you know, Japanese people don't like being filmed. And I don't want to make people feel uncomfortable, so I'd have to go there at like 4 in the morning or something. But there's always the odd person who comes in at that late of an hour, early or whatever. So that there would be that would be an interesting video to film. I might have to go to my buddy's gym to do that. Where's the cat? She's upstairs with Josine. So Carmela has a thing. She prefers being upstairs, but she has a hierarchy. She prefers being around people, and then underneath that, she prefers being upstairs. So if there's somebody upstairs, she'll be upstairs. But when Josine goes to work or goes to school, she stays down here with me all day. So anytime somebody wakes up and goes upstairs, Carmela's up there. I checked out your old band. Fuck, man, you got lungs. That growl was so fun. Dude, thank you, man. Hell yeah. I was toying with the idea of starting up a grindcore band here in Tokyo at some point. I have a buddy that plays guitar and bass, so one of these days I might do it. I'd watch a gym video, not gonna lie. Yeah, I feel like it's just like, it's such an interesting situation being in a foreign country and trying to lift and gain muscle and lose fat. Like, you know, it hits a lot of the people who aren't interested in one of those things would probably find some portion of it to be stoked on. I think it could work, yeah. It's just the logistics of actually doing it. Is it just me, or did I not get... Oh, it's the code. Oh, it's near the crew quarters. Alright, sick. So this is like the type of game design where it tells you stuff and you have to follow directions. But... Bridge radio room. And here's the thing. That is the radio room. So I could have swore I had that. Upper deck. Okay. All right. Okay. Listen. I believe you. Galley. What about this way? We need to find the crew quarters. Okay, here we go. Crew quarters. Does that mean this is the radio room? I don't know. I feel like we're wandering from the radio, the crew quarters.
Locked.
I like cleaning the backyard. We got too many leaves back there. There is something very soothing about cleaning and organizing anything. If I had a yard, I'd be fucking with it too. Don't worry. Okay, so near the crew quarters. No, wrong way, Jared. Let's go this way. What are you? The showers. Captain's quarters. I believe these are locked. Yeah. Okay, maybe just go in the crew quarters and that might lead. If you want a drummer, but I'm in the UK. You know, listen, I'm fine with a studio only band, right? It's a galley. Okay, so if the radio room is near the crew quarters, and these are the crew quarters, we're left with very few options. I don't think the showers is where it is, if I'm being honest. You don't say anything. And I have the radio code, which must be near the crew quarters. But there is nothing remotely near the crew quarters. I do have the radio room, but I can't get into it. And I'm very upset about this. It just for fun. We're missing something here. And it will be found. You know what? A commenter said, boy, I love this game, but I wish it had a map. And I was like, nah, it doesn't need a map. I'm an idiot. Don't fucking listen to anything I say. That's the dumbest thing I've ever said in my life. You're rewatching Wonder Woman 1975. Interesting. You know, every once in a while I get a wild hair at my ass. I want to watch an old TV show. All in the Family was my last romp into the old TV show world. Love All in the Family. Action's taking place. Hold on, this must be where I need to be. Otherwise, action wouldn't be happening here, musically speaking. I don't even use maps in the old RE games. I just know the layout too well. Yeah, of course. That's all the fun of playing old RE games, to be honest with you. Just get so knowledgeable with the layout that you can go anywhere and do anything and still fuck up, because that's what I'm good at. Here we go. I should have known. This room. It's insane they don't have plans yet to bring this to console. I feel like it would work really well. Although it is a little what's the word? Not user unfriendly necessary, but I feel like for a modern gamer, a lot of what we're doing right here might be a bit of a filter. Hey, chill. I tried to give him an opportunity. You guys saw that. Okay, so maybe I want to go here. Oh, you son of a bitch. The golden... Oh, fuck. It was worth it. Sometimes you gotta hurt yourself to kill your enemy. Confucius said so. American police officer, not MPR. Hell yeah. This game's based off a true story of mine. I heard that, actually. Okay, so here's something interesting about this game. Oh! You fucker. Fuck off. Asshole. I remember hearing somewhere once that I can't find where this came from, but I heard that this was supposed to be a video game adaptation of The Thing, and then the rights fell through or something like that. And I don't know where I heard it from, and I'm not sure it's even true, but it feels right. Can we? We can. Good news, gentlemen. The monkeys are a target. RE strategy guides are still kick ass, of course. Hey, I can read real good. And you're right, they are. I like, for the longest time, I enjoyed reading strategy guides, not because I wanted to know where to go. It's just the art and the lore, and you get so much cool shit with the strategy guide. Okay, so at least I'm not the only one who heard that rumor. Thank God. Okay, that makes me feel a lot better. Because, you know, sometimes you forget whether or not you dreamed something up or something. I wish the Thing game played like this. Yeah, me too. You know what was interesting about the Thing video game is that it was sold so hard on its like theoretical game design ideas. You know, it's like, oh yeah, your party members can turn against you, they can go crazy, or they could be, you know, a thing. And it's like, yeah, that's true to a degree, but like you don't have to have them around ever, and they're necessary for clearing certain areas. The game, how it should have been designed, is that your party members could help you get through a level easier, but they weren't necessary in order for you to progress.
Son of a bitch.
Grody. These things suck so fucking hard. They could do so much damage to you. But it would be much more dynamic if your squad mates just made the game kind of easier to explore, or they made combat a little better or something. as opposed to being necessary to progress. Because then if that's the case, then the game can't manufacture a situation where you could lose one.
The damn thing's stuck.
Is this game available on PS5? No, it's just on Good Old Games right now. But it's very cheap on Good Old Games. And I imagine you could run this on a fucking Lenovo ThinkPad from the 90s. Suck it. Fuck off. Is there someone... Dude, if... You guys have no idea how much I've been hitting the fucking action button on that fool.
The damn thing's stuck.
It's also on Steam. I don't think it is anymore. Hold on, let's see. Actually, I could be spreading misinformation right now as we speak. Let's see. We're so back. We are back. What's up, Colin of Arabia? How you doing, man? Let's do a quick search on the interwebs. Cold Fear, that's the game we're playing. Steam. I think it's been delisted. Been removed from Steam. Yeah. And a lot of people are theorizing that it's because they have a incoming remaster, which is good. You know, if that is the case, that's fun. But I do think the idea of getting rid of the original version just so the remaster can come out seems shady on its face, you know? Not very cool.
This door ain't opening.
I got to go. See you later. Hell yeah, man. Talk to you later, David. Oh shit, David, before you go, have you ever listened to Stabbing? That female-fronted tech metal band? Well, tech death, I guess. Really good stuff. Go listen to Stabbing. They are fucking good as shit. Oh shit, you know what we were supposed to do when we saved? We were supposed to fucking map our controls better. Jared, you fucked up. Okay, so it got bought by another company 3 months ago, and a remaster is likely. Nice. You know, a lot of people are like tired of remasters, and I get it. In theory, there have been a lot of remasters. There have been a lot of like not great remasters. So it's like, okay, I get where you're coming from. Sort of. But there's some amazing remasters out there. What's that SMT game? Devil Summoner? Holy fuck, Devil Summoner is so fucking good. Like, if you played the original, you have to play Devil Summoner. It is so fucking good. I have the Steam version. Yeah, if you bought it already, it'll still be in your library. The same thing goes for... Oh, fuck. We got a badass. Operation Raccoon City had a similar situation where it's delisted from Steam because of the games from Windows Live bullshit, but if you already have it, you can download it until it's like physically removed from their servers, essentially. I'm fine with them if they don't decimate the art style like the new Deus Ex remaster. Yeah, well, that's the problem when you have something that makes money, is people who don't know what they're doing will fuck around with it. But hey, at least a lot of people are now getting where I'm coming from in terms of remasters and remakes and how they should stay true to the originals. There was a time when people thought I was an asshole for saying that. Shit. Dude, I picked the wrong time to look at chat. F's in the chat for Dead Space remake. Once again, we're denied a sequel remake because EA has stupid sales expectations. That was such a good remake, dude. That was a stupid good remake. It pulled off being both true to the original and improving on the original. It's like, that is a fucking balancing act that is hard to conceive of. Radio room's up here, right? Yeah. Okay, remember the next time I save, we have to rebind controls.
It's unlocked.
That is one thing I do not miss about old PC game ports. This idea that settings should be changed not in-game. Run! Run! I heard something. It's like, I really wish I could reload.
Great. It's locked.
Isn't Chronos like Returnal or something? I still haven't played Chronos. I really want to, I haven't had an opportunity yet. I heard you. You sort of announced yourself. That wasn't a smart idea. Strategically speaking. My number one wish right now is for a Bloodborne remaster, or at least a PC port. Yeah, exactly. That's the only Souls-like game that I really got a kick out of, was Bloodborne. And to be honest, it was mostly just the setting and look and sort of overall visual vibe of it. Oh yeah, Spirit Gun. I already know about that. I'm a genius. And Polish Dead Space. I can get down with that. Hell yeah.
This looks like the radio.
Does it though? I'm having my doubts.
Bravo 7-9er, can you hear me?
Who am I speaking to? Where's Lansing?
Lansing's dead. This is Hansen. Everyone else is down.
Bloody hell.
Bloody hell.
Then I guess we're stuck with each other, Hansen, but you're not the only survivor. There's still a very dangerous man loose on that ship. Colonel Dmitry Yusupov. He needs to answer a few questions. Round him up, and then we'll get you out of there.
Yeah. Fucker.
We.
I'm CIA Special Agent Bennett, Mr. Hansen.
Hey, David. Thank you, dude.
You might need my help.
Yo, we got brand new members in the house. What's up?
Great. Just great.
Hell yeah. We're about to get a shit ton of fucking member notifications. You'll love to see it. David's a fucking sweetheart, dude. You can basically emulate Bloodborne on Shade PS4 now and get better experience than you would on PS4, 60 FPS, 4K. You know, emulation is getting too fucking cool. I want to start fucking around with PS3 emulation.
Fast satellite look through the cloud cover and pinpointed it.
Must be nice. I'm on my way.
Am I streaming on Twitch as well? I'm not, but honestly, I should be. I have a Twitch account too, is the thing. So I have no excuse not to be streaming on Twitch. Jared wants to play Haze so bad. I just can't. God, I need to play Haze. Okay, so we have a save now. We can quit to the menu. And then hopefully fuck with some settings. All right. Here we go. Yeah, please load in as slow as possible if you don't mind. Reload is F? I swear to God I hit F. I swear I did. Third person. A second person view? Okay. Alright, tab, return. Interesting. Crouch is C. Why could we not make that? Oh, wait. Control is to cling. Okay, okay. Make that R. And I feel like, what if we switched? Oh, okay. Hold on. How can I set this to like nothing for the moment? Let's set run to 0. And then we set, where's the third person one? Or shift. Mouse right. Okay, here we go. We'll make U space, and then we'll make run shift. I feel like that works a little better. Third person is, okay, yeah, that's how we want it. Yes. Mouse wheel down. I don't know why that wouldn't have automatically been fucking, come on. Okay, now we can reload. Nice and easy, boys. It was that simple. I mean, you know. See anything about Total Chaos? Yes, my buddy Under the Mayo actually sold me on it. He had a video of like how to do well in the early game or something like that, like a strategies kind of video. And I had seen Pyrocynical's review of the original Total Chaos mod, and I was interested in it, but after seeing the Under the Mayo video, I was like, oh, this kind of seems like it might be up my alley. Okay, so do I have anything? No. You know what I bet I have to do now is go back to where that girl was screaming. Crew quarters, where do you go? Not the showers. Is fixed camera second person? No, second person is this, where you can move around with the arrow keys, but your mouse changes your view. That other guy's doing a really bad job of not being shot. I'm gonna be honest. Let's just let this play out. Fuck it. By the way, Jared, you know, apparently the SH1 remake will be done. Yeah, I'm kind of honestly looking forward to it. I thought, while most of my issues with Silent Hill 2 could be summarized with two things, Unreal 5 being a massive pile of shit and a little too much combat. Outside of that, I was really, really impressed with how well they did with Silent Hill 2. Have we confirmed whether or not it's Bloober Team that's working on it? Because that would be really cool if that's the case. I gotta admit, I'm a bit scared of that, but if there's an SH game that needs it, that's it. I have a pretty interesting view, I would say, on the whole remake remaster thing. I don't think any game needs a remake or a remaster. Like, I kind of have an odd view of that. I think most games that come out are pretty much, you know, I mean, like, obviously they have their flaws or whatever, but I don't think necessarily a remaster is the key for stuff like that. I'm kind of big on just letting a game play out the way that it was developed And unless it was a situation like Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, where the game was unfinished at the start or something like that. But a lot of people will say like, oh yeah, like Code Veronica is in desperate need of a remake. And it's like, I don't know that that's the case. I mean, I would love to see a remaster be done with Code Veronica or something, but I don't know that it needs to be remastered, because I play the original all the time and it's amazing. I think I might be I'm retro pilled. That's the term for it. Okay, so Bloober is making. All right, that's good. That is definitely good to like hear, because they did a great job. Even though I see remakes as cash grabs, I understand purist plight. That's the type of remake I like, when they take things that are ugly and bring it to something else. I don't know. I'm in a weird spot with remakes. I prefer for things like the Resident Evil 1 remake, where you have a game that you have almost to a fault completely recreated and only very sparingly added in anything new. I think that's how remakes should be done, personally. Oh, here we go. Hell yeah. It's insane to me we're getting another Halo C remaster / remake. Yeah, people are really not liking it. Because apparently you can sprint in it. Which, you know what? I never even really noticed in the original Halo that you didn't have the ability to sprint. It's kind of wild. Just to be clear, 1 and 3 are my faves ever. All right, so you apparently have the correct opinions. That's good to know. Hell yeah, dude. I did a perfect almost speedrun of SH1 about a year ago, my personal channel, not Glitch Access, and I loved it as much as when I was 14. It's I think Silent Hill 1 is one of the more fun gameplay experiences out of the trilogy for sure. While I really enjoy Silent Hill 2 from like a survival horror gameplay perspective, I think it has a lot of pacing issues that sort of drag it down in a lot of ways. But that being said, it's still an amazing game. I feel like, though, Silent Hill 1 is just fun to play through. It has such good survival horror exploration. The pacing is really tight. The interior locations just feel well executed. Okay, this isn't the door I wanted. And 3 is my favorite of all time. It is just fucking out of this world. But I do think 1 is the most fun video game to play through. Dogpile the Halo C remake, send a message. Chances are they'll use it to replace the original. Yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah, it doesn't have to be crazy pretty. I just like it when you see something back in the day and you kind of add to it with your imagination and then do a remake of your vision. Do a remake and your vision comes together. Yeah, I mean, that's fair enough. It's worth nothing that Koei decided to remaster the 2 latest and worst entries that both abandoned fixed angles, and now so does the remake. Like, what are we talking about there, Gabriel? Overseas Never Sleeps. Thank you very much. Welcome to the party. How you doing? By the way, everybody, including Overseas Never Sleeps, who joined up as a channel member, you get access to the supporter-only Discord server, which is super fun, where I go to talk about death metal all the time. Man, I do not know where I'm going. Yeah, you know, to be 100% honest with you, I've never been a Halo guy. I kind of don't like that series at all.
This door ain't opening.
I have a reason for that. It's very insulting. I was playing first-person shooters when Halo came out, and because of that, nothing Halo did was all that special to me. Like, I saw Halo and I was like, oh, cool. Yeah, it's a first-person. Interesting. All right. Yeah, the shield system. Okay, cool. Like, I played first-person shooters before. No single portion of this is anything to me at all. But I think the reason why Halo blew up as much as it did, because it was a first-person shooter that brought console players into the fold. And a majority, I would imagine, of the people who played it back when it first launched were console heads who weren't aware that first-person shooters could play the way that Halo does. So it's like not bad that anybody got into it that way, but because, for example, I never played Pokemon because before Pokemon came out, I was heavy into RPGs and I didn't necessarily need baby's first RPG. I was already pretty well inculcated in that. Why do people hate Halo 5 so much? I played the multiplayer for it. It wasn't great, to be honest with you. But like I said, I don't really get into Halo, so that doesn't mean too much coming from me. Do I have to go through the crew quarters? Let's see. I will say I saw footage. Oh, you fucker. I saw footage of the Perfect Dark Rewind, or not Perfect Dark, I'm sorry. I saw someone mentioning Perfect Dark in chat. Time Splitters Rewind, and not feeling it. I'm not super into it. It looks a little cheap to me, if I'm being honest. Where am I right now? It would be nice if you would just tell me. Rear deck shed. Where is your shed, good sir? There's a good video on why older graphics are better. One of the points was made about Halo C having better readability over the remakes. You know, that's honestly a good point. The more detailed things get, the harder it is to keep player attention on specific aspects of the picture. Can't argue with that. I think the same thing goes for music too. There's a really good reason why a super fan of Final Fantasy VII would be able to hum 10 of their favorite tracks from that game off the top of their head right now with zero prep, right? But The Last of Us super fan right now, unprompted, probably couldn't think of many of the songs in the game and be able to like hum them, reproduce them, right? And it's because music has become more complex and it has made it a lot harder to like keep that stuff in your head. Oh, this is the rear deck. Okay. Oh no. We're good. Lead him through the obstacle course. Oh, see if he gets... yes, you fucking idiot. Dude, walk into the other one. I dare you. Fine. I'm like super stoked I can reload now. Everything has changed. Oh shit, you get guns too? Fuck off. I forgot about that. That's no fun. How am I this is the worst. I need to fucking dome that dude. Ahora. You fucker. I wonder if he ran out of ammo and oh god, I barely dodged that. That's nice. Yeah, see, he ran out of ammo. That's why I switched to his knife. I am making that canon. shit, who the fuck are you? Suck it, nerd. As much as I like RE2 Remake, not having A-B scenarios was a big letdown. Yeah, for sure. There's no doubt about that. What is that just a flare? I want it. The Resident Evil 2 remake was certainly imperfect. There's no denying that. But for what it was, very good game. I think Resident Evil 2 remake. I don't know if I said Resident Evil 4. The RE2 remake to me was the best case scenario for someone like myself who enjoys old survival horror gameplay to interface with the modern Resident Evil crowd, which is RE4 fans. Ever eat Japanese food? Me? Yeah. Every day, actually. Living in Japan is not a lot of other choices.
The bolts are chemically treated to distract them. It may save your life.
Where's the cutscene of the one coming out of the guy's mouth? Did I miss that?
Yusupov's journal. Let's see what this spear gun can do.
Let's not and say we did. How about that? Got anything on you? Failure.
Mother of God, Bennett, you would not believe what I just saw.
Easy there. I heard it all. You need to go find Captain Lubensky. Pronto.
But this girl, Anna.
He's probably just some Russian hooker Yusupov had on board. Go find the captain before they tell you on captain.
Why would you assume that?
Yusupov said she had answers.
I'm trying to keep you alive here.
I'm gonna keep her alive. Hanson out.
Dude, the logic. Yeah, he mentioned a woman, hooker, for sure. No doubt about it. Okay, well now you just made me look like a fucking idiot. Even more so with RE3R having no branching paths, which was expected given the short deadline. Practically would have been too expensive and taken too much time to do all the routes. Yeah, it sucks. I was in a tough situation when I covered RE3 Remake because on one end, I found it to be really fun and sort of spiritually true to the gameplay style that Resident Evil 3 originally pursued, which was a sort of action over everything, Hollywood movie type of feeling. And I think it did a good job at that. Okay, what was that? But it's also hard to ignore that the game would have been much better had it have had the content it was, meant to have in it, the content from the original game. So I'm sitting here like, okay, yes, it is unideal that these features have been cut from the remake, and the remake would likely have been a much more fun and complete game had they have not been. But the game that I played was really fun, and I enjoyed it, and I don't know if I can judge it based on theoretical features it could have had and how good they might have been. Like, for all we know, the clock tower, had it have been implemented, might have been a piece of shit. You know what I mean? Like, we don't know. So I was like, okay, well, how do I grade this? I can only grade it based on the experience that I had with it, right? Three Jill's untenable. I don't know. I could see where you're coming from, though. Like, I'm not necessarily saying. I could see where that perspective comes from. I kind of liked her, but she was definitely not. I look at the modern Resident Evil remakes as a sort of like Marvel Comics style alternate universe canon. Okay, fuck off. See how fast they could fucking kill you? You dick ass. But anyways, I see the Resident Evil remakes as a sort of like, you know, what if scenario, alternate universe type of deal. And I kind of like that Leon is a very different character. Claire looks different. You know, I sort of enjoy that about the remakes.
See what this spear gun can do.
1 second, hold on. Let's alt tab out of this real quick. I need to have this viewable. There we go. Nice and easy, baby cakes.
Mother of God, Bennett, you would not believe what I just saw.
How do I find the Discord server, sir?
Go find Captain Lubensky. Pronto. But this girl...
So either you could message me on Twitter at Avalanche Jared, 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 sorry. And I could send you an invite. I also made a members only post on YouTube that has an invite for the Discord server. If you want to look back through my members only post, it shouldn't have been too far back. Either one of those two will definitely do it though. Oh fuck, is this like Silent Hill Homecoming? Every time I alt tab out of it, the monitor loses mouse priority? It did? Oh fuck. Okay, hold on. We have to quit and restart here. What if we... Okay, alt enter doesn't unfull screen. Damn. Alright, well we have to quit out real quick, start it back up again. NBD. Okay, okay. Now we should be fine. Oh, it says it's invalid? You know what? Fuck it. We'll go ahead since we're here anyways. I'll make a new post for everybody who just joined up. Give me 1 second because I believe my Discord will show up on. Let's do this. There we go. Oh, good. I was right. I'm a genius. All right. There's the server. And we want to... I know how to do this. I swear to God. Here we go. Invite people. Invite link. I'm going to make one that's never because fuck it. All right, I'll go ahead and make a post, a members only post on YouTube right now so that everybody who just became a member could join up the Discord server. And if you were thinking about becoming a member, now is your fucking chance. Community post. I know this is riveting streaming that everybody's enjoying so much. There we go. All right, all channel members now have an invite link. Nice and easy. Now let's play Cold Fear. Oh shit, that's why. Okay, okay, I have an idea. Hold on. We have to quit out of this again. I have to minimize you. That'll do. That will do. There we go. We're in. Riveting. Thank you. No problem at all. Fatal Frame 2 is getting remake. It is. And, you know, while I would have preferred it to play like the original, not the Wii remake, I can't say it looks terrible. Shit. It is unreasonable how fast those things can kill you for how small they are and how agile they are. It's just fucking bullshit. It's like if there's one of those in the room and you don't hear it and the camera isn't showing it immediately, you're dead. Oh fuck, I forgot to change it over. My bad. Thank you for telling me. Okay, so you weren't able to see it, but I didn't die from one of the game's tiniest enemies. It sounded like I did, but that was taken out of context. For those of you just joining us, we are saving what is thought to be a Russian prostitute.
It's unlocked.
It's supposed to be like 22 degrees here tonight. Really? Well, I guess the sun is out and blazing. Base? I'm over the moon for the unique aesthetic RE9's going for, sort of monochromatic noir or Silverstone. Oh, okay. Please. Fucker. Yo, look at how... Okay. I'm not even... No. Absolutely not. You know what? Fuck you too. I love that... If you just fucking think for a moment that you can watch a cutscene, forget about it. You are never safe in this video game. This is the Dark Souls of 2010's RE4 likes. The game should have a better name like Dead Ship. Okay, so this time we're going to walk into this room safe in the knowledge that we must both kill the enemy and the enemy that comes out of the enemy. Is RE9 going to be first person? I believe it has both first and third person camera options. Although if I'm being honest, I would imagine that it is going to be optimized for first person, which sucks. But what are you going to do?
Damn thing's locked from the other side.
Sheva rocks? She does. You know, everybody always talks about how like bad of a partner she is. I've never once had an issue with Sheva as a partner in RE5. I always give her my like automatic weapons and she just takes the automatic ammo, which I wouldn't use anyways. I've never fucking... She heals me. I don't ever run out of healing items in RE5. So like I feel like I'm a crazy person because I have not had the experience everybody else seems to have had. I hear it. I hear that little fucker. See?
Damn thing's locked from the other side.
Sheva kept eating my eggs. She likes eggs. What are you going to do? that didn't do anything. When RE first person hits, it hits. I think the beginning of RE7 is the best thing since the originals. I enjoyed the beginning of RE7 a lot. I think RE8 probably is one of the most, how would I put it? One of the most deceptively disappointing video games I've ever played, because it is wholly functional. It works exactly like it should. The mechanics make sense. It just, I mean, it does so much right in terms of being a functional video game that just works. And that's good. But it's also nothing special in any way. You know what I mean? Like, it's just there. Oh, good. I lost most, if not all of my life in like 12 frames of gameplay from the smallest enemy in the game.
Here's the electronic key.
You know what I mean? Like, there was nothing technically wrong with the way that RE8 played. It's just, it was so fucking safe of a video game. It felt like it was designed by committee. I don't know. Just there, it was very. I would never play RE8 again because it just sort of plays like a Call of Duty game in a lot of ways. It just sort of is. Although I will say, Resident Evil 8's ending was way more emotional than I would have ever expected. Nobody fucking scares me. It was like pretty fucking emotional. And I wouldn't have thought that that would be the case, for sure. This is a great soundtrack, by the way. Hello, Frozen Man. You just got cold feet. Well played, sir. Oh yeah, we watched the trailer for the new Silent Hill movie on stream last week. Not good. Not good.
Gotta find a handle to stick back on this door.
Do I though? That sounds like a you problem.
There's too much water pressure. I can't open the door.
Oh, so that's where, okay. I have to enter every room like I'm fucking checking corners over here. I like how you essentially don't have to interact with the story if you don't want to. I hate how they're using Carlos to voice Chris. Such a shit decision. It's weird. I mean, here's the thing though, like, because he's a really good voice actor, so I understand where they're coming from in that department, but it's just a very odd decision to make.
The damn thing's stuck.
Certainly not the move I would have made, personally. Oh, you know what I need? I need some caffeine.
There's too much water pressure. I can't open the door.
I'm gonna go grab some caffeine. How about you guys talk amongst yourselves for a minute, and I will BRB. right, so we're back. Oh, who became a member while I was gone? Oversee. But you already were a member, right? Maybe that just queued up from before. So we have traded we have traded caffeine now for the possibility of caffeine later. So we ordered some Starbucks coffee. TWS. What's TWS?
Haven't tried that door yet. It's unlocked.
Oh, this is where I meet the girl. Russian hooker. Am I familiar with Rotting Christ? I am. Rotting Christ is really good.
Ah, the good old shotgun.
Shit. Oh. Yo. That's sick. What's up, ass face? This game, to be honest, is yearning for a dodge move of some kind. That was dope. I've never done that before. I kind of want to jump off into those, to be honest with you. Suck it, nerd. Oh, just re-queued, yeah. I was like, holy fuck. I thought you would quit as a member and join back up again. And I was like, sir, you have a problem with commitment. Door dashing Starbucks in a foreign land. Yeah, that's me, baby. You know, when me and my wife first moved to Tokyo. Oh, there it is. Fuck, that's what I was waiting for. He kicked it over there himself. When we first moved to Tokyo, we never got Uber Eats or DoorDash or anything like that when we lived in South Florida because it was so expensive. But then we moved here, and food in Japan is like wildly cheap. Just unreasonably cheap, right? So we started getting Uber Eats a lot. And then we started becoming like way too dependent on it. And we realized, holy shit, we have a fucking problem. Because we looked back on our finances and we had spent just an ungodly amount of money on Uber Eats because it was so fucking easy. Because you don't see the money being spent out of your bank account, you know? And we had to have a long conversation with ourselves. Like, listen, it's time to fucking make your own food.
It looks like this will do the job.
Although, to be fair, we mostly just go to restaurants anyways. But that's because that's kind of how things are here.
Door is locked by an electrical system.
It's roundabout, depending on what you choose to eat for yourself, because you can eat really frugally in Tokyo, obviously. But if you want to have like a normal diet, it would probably cost you roundabout just as much to eat at a restaurant as it would to go to a grocery store and make your own meal here, which is crazy. Is this the cold storage? Yeah. There's a streamer I watch, Metal Comedy Banger Team, hell yeah, that was talking about like $3 or $4 gets you ramen. Does the delivery service have a different name in Japan? Blaine is in your neck of the woods. Interesting. Okay. Metal Comedy Banger TV, hell yeah. Yeah, it's literally at the restaurant, which is like 9 minutes away from my house, and some of the best ramen I've ever eaten before. you pay round about $4 for a big, delicious bowl of ramen. But we use Uber Eats here, so it's the same as anywhere else. Yeah, get fucking burned, fool. Interesting how he doesn't bend down on the stairs. Oh, when you burn, you get rid of the possibility of getting their items. That's cool. Yeah, it is just unreasonably cheap to eat here in Tokyo compared to America. When I take trips back to the States, it's like culture shock. I got Uber Eats in America. I got a Little Caesars $5 pizza and some crazy bread, and it was like $38 or something fucking ridiculous like that. And I was like, holy hell, never again. Well, that's fun. Wait for it again. Oh wait, it's when the water... Oh, cool. Okay, so when the ship shifts to that side, maybe? Oh, there it is. That's pretty cool. I never noticed that before. I thought it was just a timer. You fucker. Damn, Uber has long arms. The long arm of the Uber. Can't get away from it. Probably need some ammo, right? Have you seen the interview with Gact where he trolls the interviewer a bunch and tells him Namie Amuro means it's time to stop? Wait. No, I haven't. I don't think I've ever seen an interview with Gact before, to be honest with you. Is he still making music? When am I going to get a Switch 2? Hey, King Grogu, what's up, dude? You know, honestly, I don't know that I will. Like, there's nothing on the Switch 2 in terms of exclusives that I feel like I need. And it's like, that's a big expense just for something that might be kind of nice to have around. And since I have a RetroTink 4K, I could just make the Switch 1 output 720p and it looks way better than Switch 2 anyways.
So can you tell me what the hell is going on here? He said you had some answers.
He lied. I don't have answers.
Then who does?
Papa does. We can radio him. He will know what to do.
Oh, Papa, huh?
I think you and I are linked, Hansen. We will both make it through this, or neither of us will.
I vote for both.
I don't think you have a choice.
Why are you being mean to me? I'm trying to help you. Cutscenes look great. They don't look bad, that's for sure. It's weird how slim the aspect ratio is.
Yes, I'm scientist. So?
I'm telling you that she's valuable. Guard her with your life.
No. We need to know how Resident Evil ports play on Switch 2 compared to other platforms. So now that Resident Evil is available on PS5, there's a much better argument for that. I will not lie. My interest is piqued in that sense. Shit. I would be so mad if that took away HP. Hey, Guardian Beardizer, what's up, dude? Dude, I can't even headshot. Oh, wait. Yes, I can. I love my Switch 2. RE games play so much better and faster on it than Switch 1. Yeah, I would imagine so, yeah. The Switch 1 was not ideal in terms of specs. I'm trying to think of better names for this game. Fear Depth, Fear Fathom. Fathom and Fear is a good combination there. I think you're onto something in that direction. Fathoms of Fear. You definitely, you got something there for sure. Fathom and Fear. Fathoms of Terror. Not Fearful Fathom sounds like a really bad movie title.
Here's the radio room.
Good. We can call the drilling platform my father works on.
Yeah, because really,
Star of Sakhalin,
the majority
hear me?
of the game doesn't take place in a cold climate. So
Where's my father?
those are all just post-punk bands. Fathomless Fear. We're getting close.
And I'm bringing help.
Fear of Depths. No, Depth of Fear. Depth of Fear. Okay, we have ocean, we have depth, fear.
Good idea. I'll go find the
Genius.
vent. You stay here. Lock the doors. And here, put this on.
Oh, fuck, Gabriel. I am so glad you brought that up. Bunraku was really fucking good. Josh Hartnett was the coolest dude ever. He just killed people by boxing them to death. Amazing.
Point that thing at the oil rig Anna's talking about.
Bunraku was a fucking really cool. Who was the bad guy? It was Ron Perlman, right?
Then turn it fast. You're a Coast Guard and her dad needs a rescue. Go rescue him.
God, Bunraku was so good. I have not thought about that movie in fucking ages. That's wild you brought that up.
It's locked.
I feel like I should be able to interact with that radar.
Great. It's locked.
Hear me out. Cryophobia. I need to play that. I didn't know it got released. Okay, so why did you put me into this room then? I think I have to go up here, right? Hannibal Horse. It's not bad, honestly. Oh, fuck. All right, so maybe I should have listened. Okay, rear of the deck. I got a rear deck for you right here. Fuck, I need to rewatch that movie now. That was a really visually interesting film, too. Damn, I really want to watch Bunraku now. Remember to level up your MGS2 grip strength, of course. I haven't used that feature at all yet. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Okay, so hold on. I can single hand AK fire while holding on for dear life, but you can't reload. That is such a fucking good feature. That's so fun. Bujingai was the Gact game. I never actually played that. There was something about a certain portion of PS2 games where they were like, I didn't like the colorful PS2 games, the ones that use like a lot of pastels and stuff. I preferred shit like Grandia 3, which was like anime colorful. Alright, so we're in the rear deck. Dude, I'm holding on. Oh, you fucker. That was sick. That was really dope.
Here's the radio room.
Remember when Gak told everybody he was an ageless vampire? like Revelations map. Revelation's pretty okay. Wave of Fear. You're not wrong for thinking of that name, but I don't know if it's the right name. Okay. Ocean, Fathom. Fathom is just still so correct. Okay, how about this? The like advertisements for Cold Fear would be something like Fathoms of Terror or something like that. But the name would be something different. Like, okay, how about this? How about this? We keep Cold Fear. This is brand new direction. We keep Cold Fear around, right? But it has a subtitle. Depths of Horror. Cold Fear, Depths of Horror. Perfect, dude. That pleases everybody. Every demographic gets included. I think that we have it. We've been looking in the wrong direction this entire time. That's the problem. So now what we're trying to decide on is a subtitle. Cold Fear should be a Thing spinoff. Yeah, we were just talking about how I heard that it was. And I'm still not 100% because Glitch Axis heard it too. But that's certainly could have been one of those like word of mouth things that travels really fast. I'm still not sure if that's like a genuine and honest fact. Is Miss Joe still eating garlic? You bet your fucking sweet ass, King Grogu. Josine will never stop eating garlic as long as she lives. Me and Josine were having a debate last night. We were talking about all kinds of shit. And when I start talking and like debating with people, I raise my voice as I get excited, but I'm not like yelling at them. It's something I got from my dad, where it's really easy for him to be like, yeah, but when this happens, blah, blah, blah. And then my voice raises and it sounds like I'm getting activated, but I'm obviously. So Josine's pretty good about being like, okay, you're yelling. And I'm like, okay, my bad. And then I go back to normal. And then she was like, I can't believe you yelled at me. And I was like, Josine, I wasn't yelling at you. I was yelling at your opinions. And now that's like my favorite catchphrase of all time. I think I'm supposed to be here. Why are you not on fire? Yeah, what the fuck? Ooh, easy boy. Cold Fear, Deep Sea, Deepage? What is that? We're losing focus here. Okay, what about we incorporate the word maritime into it? Maritime, mania. Maritime. Cold Fear, any port in a storm. Right? Is there something with that? Maritime miasma. I like okay, maritime miasma. I like that. Hey, please, if I could miss every shot, that'd be nice. Maritime miasma. That's good. I like that. Maritime marriage. The ultimate fear. The ultimate cold fear. Commitment. Water hazard. You know what? Water hazard is definitely, we'll put that in like the top 4 right now. Water hazard's good. I like that. Water hazard. Cold fear. Water hazard. High seas horror. That could be a subtitle, right? Please tell me I'm right. Does this lead anywhere good? Yo, yo! It was happening right under my nose. Oh, they got worm heads, dude. Poop deck position. Drowning Hope. I like Drowning Hope. Okay. Yeah, we're moving and we're literally making moves here.
Open fire!
Oh, whoops, didn't mean to do that. Get ready for a nautical nightmare. Dude, yeah. Always felt like Cold Fear was a sequel to Sega's Deep Fear. You know, if there was a game that didn't need a sequel but should get one anyways, it's definitely Deep Fear. I imagine I can't go on that one, right? Oh.
Okay, I found the captain. He's a corpsicle. Anyone got any bright ideas?
Search the body. You've got experience with that, right?
No shirt on? Maniac. And it's like, okay, I know. Yeah, dude, I don't care. I'm leaving.
Nothing on the frozen stiff except the keys to his quarters. I'll head there next.
Oh.
Autopilot on auto. That's the best place to look. Just don't rush over there and get yourself killed.
Thanks for the tip.
So I know technically where the crew quarters are. But do I? God, this is a really good song. Eat shit, dork. If nautical nonsense be something you wish. Okay. Okay, yeah. This is it. Oh! Pinar of Doom is certainly, that's up there. That's one of the good ones for sure. Beware the Pinar of Doom.
Anna, I've got the code to unlock the autopilot.
Go ahead.
3T5L. Got that?
It's working. I'm putting in the coordinates for the drilling platform now.
Does Russian really just use the word 3 and then Russian for the rest of the numbers? That's fucked up.
Whoa, Anna, getting a little rough there. Hang on, I'll meet you at the pilot house.
No, it's not safe. Look, the seas are too rough for us to dock with the oil rig, yes?
Arknark, how you doing, dude?
The only way we can get on board is to climb up to the crow's nest and then jump when we get close.
Oh, crap. We're gonna hit the platform, aren't we?
That will make jumping easier, won't it?
You're out of your mind, woman!
You have a better idea?
Shit. I'll see you in the crow's nest. Don't get yourself killed.
Well, I'll tell you what, guys. It sounds like my Starbucks is here, and I'm about to eat a bagel with some cream cheese and drink a nice coffee and have myself a good old time. Thank you guys so much for hanging out, swinging by. Thank you to everybody who super chatted and joined up as channel members. Very, very much appreciated. What's today's moment of Zen? What's our wise words? We were talking about fitness. Let's continue in that direction. If you haven't yet, make one single tiny step into the direction of becoming more fit. Go and take a walk and plan on doing that once a week. And then once you're used to doing that, twice a week. Make little baby steps in the direction of being more fit, and you will find yourself, before you know it, actually fit. Let's do that, because I'm really trying to bulk up, slim down. It's hard to do both. It's not impossible. People do it all the time. So that is what we're going to do. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I will talk to all of you later. Please make wise choices. Don't drink and drive, and let's all get fit. All right? I'll see you guys later. Bye.